Hey guys, welcome back to Embrace by Life. I'm your host Lisa, sharing with you our early retirement journey for myself, my husband Frank, and our dog Buddy. So I just wanted to give kind of a recap video of where we started, where we've been, and where we are today in our move to Spain and early retirement. So our journey started about 3 years ago. We decided that we really wanted to retire early, moved to Spain. We did some financial planning and figured that we thought it could work. So, January of last year, we decided let's go for it. We had a couple final trips to Spain, nailed down exactly where we wanted to move to, which is just outside of the Malaga region, and came back from that trip and put our house up for sale in June. And we did some purging between January and June, and then pulled the trigger, put our house for sale, and we're already starting the visa process to get our NLV visas for Spain residency to move here. And we are here now in Spain, but I'm going to kind of tell you how we got here and what things have been like and the reality of it all. You hear all wonderful, beautiful things about retiring, moving to Spain. My channel gives you the real reality of what it's all about. And we're still honestly deciding if we'll stay or not. We've been here 7 months, and we're not sure. So you're along this ride with us, and we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, a year ago we put our house up for sale, and then decided to go ahead with that. And it's been quite a journey. We had a lot of emotions selling our home, a lot of ups and downs, and figuring out, how are we going to do that? What all it's going to entail, getting rid of so many things that were so important to us. Valuable stuff too that we had gotten over the years, and deciding to really make this move. You give up a lot, hoping that you'll have a lot on the other end. And so we finally put our house up for contract in September. We had our consulate appointment in August. So all things are starting to line up. But we didn't hear back from the consulate until October 31st. We were closing on our house November 3rd. So it was only a few days before we closed on the house that we knew that we were actually going to move to Spain. And we had all of our stuff loading in a truck to go into storage, stuff that we wanted to bring to Spain with us or keep in the US if we didn't get our visas, but we didn't know where we were going to live. We did have a place rented in Spain, starting the beginning or middle of November, so we had that, and we didn't know, will we lose that money? Will we make it? We finally got our approval 3 days before our closing, bought our tickets, changed our domicile to New Jersey with Savvy Nomad, who we use for our mail forwarding. So we flew to Florida and got our licenses and got our dog all set up to travel. So there was a lot entailed there last minute. Got to Spain, and then realized this is going to be tough once we're here just to get all the paperwork done. We had to get our TIA cards without a padrone, which you can do in Malaga, by the way, and then getting bank accounts and getting a phone set up. We had Tello before we left, but we had to get a Spain phone number. Finding a car, it was very, very difficult getting a car, which we needed here. Our dog got sick while we're trying to find a car, looking for a place to live. We were looking for a home to buy. It's hard to find long-term rentals, and our goal was to buy a home. And then, yeah, it took months and months, and we were ready to come back. And then we finally found a place, moved in almost 2 months ago, and we have been struggling for the past 3-4 months with my husband and I both getting our driver's licenses. So I got mine, he's still trying to get his, and so we're not settled in yet. It doesn't still yet feel like home. We're doing some renovations. We're hoping that once he gets his license, things will kind of calm down and we can start living life. Actually driving around, seeing stuff. I'm not the best driver. He doesn't have the freedom to drive. It's really getting hot here, so that we can't really get out as much as we normally would. So it'll be an interesting month or two just trying to do some interior renovations. And it's hard. You're spending a lot more money than you plan to here. So that's another watch out. But yeah, it's not all roses and butterflies. We have great days that we go out to eat, we go to the beach, and catch a break, but not as many of those days as there are stressing about driver's exams and practice driving and trying to get people to come to give us quotes for renovations, which is hard. So it's tough here. A lot of people come, and it's just wonderful from the start. For us, it's been more of a reality check, that, yeah, we often wonder, did we do the right thing? I'm hoping and praying we did. We'll soon find out. I'm hoping we can give it till the end of the year, because we did just buy this home a couple months ago, and we'd hate to have to sell it in a year or so. I really want us to stay and get settled in. But yeah, there's been a lot of hurdles and roadblocks, and fingers crossed that we will get there. So that's where we're at today, where we've been and where we've come from. So just to recap, if you're new to the channel, go back and watch our videos, and I'll start to do a few more answering some questions that folks had. But some questions that came in were, is it worth to come to Spain for a year? And I'd say we're 7 months in and we're still getting settled. So a year doesn't even start to cut it. I think that's just getting your feet wet. So all right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.